Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 194 of
194?
MMT Millennial Movie Talk, a movie review and talk show, and also TV shows and stuffs. I'm Braden. I'm
Hey,
one of your
guys.
hosts. I'm back from holiday, and I'm joined as always by the wonderful Alex,
Hello. I just want to say,
the
before
wonderful
these other
Michael,
two talk, that we're
Hello.
no.
and the wonderful Chris.
Hello.
just want to say
You want to say?
that 6
Yeah.
episodes away. Do you guys want to do nothing special? Because
Just absolutely, yeah, no, nothing. Just act
same
like it's
old
a-
show,
act-
and we'll just be like, here we are, 200.
same old show.
Yep.
I don't think there's ever been a episode 200 of something where they just say the title of the show being episode 200 and don't do anything.
But technically, it's episode 199 because we're still missing the elusive episode.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Didn't we say for episode 200 we're just gonna re-record that episode and put it out there?
Like we'd have to go back and figure out what we talked about during that
That's
week.
impossible.
Yeah,
That
I have
is.
no idea
That's
how to.
impossible.
What range of number are we like?
What
Is it
what do you
like
mean? What
in the
number you think it was
50s?
that's missing? This is easily the fourth time we've all had this conversation. None of us have remembered the number of the episode.
No. 'Cause
I
it's
think
missing.
it's early. I think it's like 20s.
Oh, that early. I was
Okay.
thinking more like 50 to 70 range.
Do you reckon? Let's have a look. You
That was
guys
my
talk. I'm
guess.
going to go through all of these.
Yeah, we'll go back and we'll look at what came out in some week during
was
like
pretty-
2019.
I'm going to be honest, guys. It was pretty bold of us to get to episode 13 and go, you know what, guys? Now we're going to produce 12 Christmas commentary tracks.
That is so early. Oh my gosh.
We're on episode 200 and we're like, I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh man, that's so early
Yeah,
to make
look.
a huge change up like that.
Look, it was easier times back then.
Oh my
True.
god.
But
Actually,
while
no,
you
this
while
is-
you
it's
search,
easier
Alex,
still
You know
Braden,
what's
now.
funny?
Braden
The
comes
funny
back to us an adult. Well, more of an adult than the rest of us.
What?
Yes,
We
yes.
got to say
Significant.
congratulations to Braden and Michaela.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks,
I'll,
significant
Hamilton.
life milestones.
I'll move this ring over to this hand, and then it doesn't. It's a spinning ring, and it doesn't fit on that finger. But
Is there a fiance finger and then a married finger?
No, it's the same.
It's the
same
They
same.
just go on
Same.
top of each other.
It's the same. So it's on the finger.
Yeah, it's on the finger.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it
Part,
was very.
You don't
part
have one,
one's
do
on the
you?
finger. We got to wait for part 2.
But yeah, it was very exciting after all these years. But yeah, it's nice. Have a Beyonce.
Fiance.
Does it feel any different?
Nah, feels
Yeah.
the exact same. Only now there's all this pressure to like plan a wedding.
Yep.
When is
It's
the
all right.
wedding?
We can wait another
Awesome.
3-4 years for that. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone could just chill out. It's fine. No, we actually do have a date. So
Oh.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and we'll let you guys know when we figure that out.
It's a
Wait,
wedding.
you just said you had it.
episode.
You said you had the
Oh
date.
yeah, yeah. Well, no,
What's going
but
on?
I
We
mean,
got a
like,
date.
you
We
know,
don't have a date.
there's planning and shit. You guys gonna get invitations and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm busy. Sorry.
yeah. I didn't get to save the date like 5 years in
Well,
advance.
to be fair,
Sorry.
we'll all be busy trying to find Braden in Las Vegas. So
We've got to do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
we did
that
say we're
is
just going to recreate.
just
Hangover,
the full
practically.
recreation of the Hangover. That'll be fun.
Yep. On the roof the whole time. But we won't know till the end of the day.
Exactly. I'll just be having a grand old nap, just hanging out up there.
Braden's going to be super tanned.
So
Episode
tell you what though,
58.
Hamilton, real good.
What was
Hamilton's
it?
a real good show.
Episode 58.
Oh,
58.
it's close.
What was the date around? Like, what was the time? What was?
So-
I want to know what movies were out and what TV
Alright.
shows we were watching.
So 57 was titled Rick and Morty Got Even Weirder, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and Dan's New Horror Show. So that would have been
Glorious.
when we
Oh,
had Dan
just
on.
as TerraVision was starting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you spoke about bedrooms and broomsticks, it's already the best episode ever. So
God damn.
And then we did the week. So that was May 2020. There's no particular date on there
Yep.
now. I clicked out of it. But the other one was Snyder Cut. I can get
Okay.
back to it easy. But I think it was an announcer doing the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Snyder Cut came
Yeah.
out.
That makes sense. God,
Mm.
May 2020.
So that was
We'd have
sort
to-
of just like
not a lot of movies coming out in May
Yeah,
2020.
that was like
Clueless,
after
and the
initial
worst Harry
lockdown.
Potter was the title of the episode.
Was that the delay area where everything started getting moved like over a year?
That was like,
we're
oh,
back
Dark
together
times.
again in the same room at last. So this is before we're back together again in the same room. So this would have been just
Wow.
after the Zoom episodes.
Initial lockdown.
where we
Yeah.
did Zoom episodes for a while.
Yeah.
Oh well.
God damn. Because Adelaide got its shit together real quick.
We've definitely had
We
this
did.
conversation too. Like,
Of
Like,
course
I'm
we
sh-
have.
100%.
I'm sure we could find this conversation somewhere. But you know what? Nonetheless, it's still fun when we don't realize. We ever
But no,
learn
Braden
about...
saw Hamilton live.
Yes.
It is.
Hamilton
theatre?
Live. I highly recommend it for anyone who
Was-
can.
Traveled
was-
to a different state for
I was
that
meant to
one.
see it live
It's
in
a
COVID.
lot better in person than the recordings of it. Specifically better than the pirated recording that Mikhail and I watched back in 2015.
Now, could
Um,
anyone hear the people on stage over you singing the songs?
Yes, thankfully. That they've got microphones, whereas so we were almost at the same level.
Michaela wouldn't
Um,
let you bring your microphone.
That's good. That's
no,
good.
no, she didn't let me bring my little portable karaoke machine.
Yeah.
Did she like?
It's
I'm
like one of
guessing
those
she didn't let you come
karaoke
in
mics
character
that's got-
either.
It's
You-
one of
No,
you
yeah, the costume got left at the hotel room.
It's one of the
Yeah.
karaoke mics that's got the
Exactly.
speaker in
for
it.
the engagement photo.
Yeah. But yeah, Matt, I tell you what, like you watch the film production like on Disney Plus and everything. It's an excellent show and you get to experience it really like intimately, but like you don't get to see all the incredible pieces of choreography and the stage and the lighting effects and like
Mm.
they do so much great design work that you get to appreciate when you can actually see the whole stage rather than just through the camera frame, which is really cutting off a lot of like they play with the lighting design really well. It's
Well,
and
Braden,
the Australian cast, excellent. They were
Braden,
really good.
if you look at the stage here,
Oh, here we
It's,
go. We've covered it.
if you look at the stage, yeah, no, it does look like a good stage production.
Yes,
Mm.
thank you for bringing that up. That's
So you-
lovely. On the
you could-
Hamilton Australia Instagram.
So you
Yeah,
felt the heat of the lights and the sweat of the actors.
Yes, you can really feel their sweat coming off.
Do you
But
know
yeah,
what
it
you
was
feel?
very nice of them
Okay,
to
okay.
ask to share a little moment on their page.
Did
they
you
ask
like
you?
preemptively like message them or anything?
Not at all. Not
They-
at all.
they-
So
they
we
sp-
shared it, and then they messaged us being like, "Oh my god, we just saw this. This is so cute. Can we please share it?" And
Aw.
Michaela was like, "Okay."
No.
And
No
now,
complaints here.
and now 7,000 complete strangers are like, "Oh my god, that's cute."
I think a social media manager out there made a good move.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what a
very wholesome.
spectacular night. Were you a little cut that 3 nights later, Lin-Manuel Miranda was there?
Yes, the timing was a bit off, unfortunately. It would have been a lot nicer if that would have been an incredible night. Jesus, can you imagine? But yes, Lynn was visiting the show, but it was the following week, which is a shame. But I think you can actually they did a little like Q&A
They did.
interview type
Conversation
thing,
with Lynn.
and it's on like ABC iView or something, so that might be worth checking out.
My gripe though is I was meant to go see Hamilton 3 years ago when it was in Sydney,
Oh,
Yes.
and
Mm.
it was when COVID
And
hit, and I never got to
then
go.
COVID hit and ruined it. You can go see it in Auckland. It's going to Auckland next.
So
you go,
as
New
soon as it
Zealand
hits,
trip.
so the last place is Brisbane's last for Australia.
But for the moment, at least, yes.
Why don't we
I
ever get
imagine
anything?
at some point Adelaide will get it. Like, it won't be a long run, but you know,
Why don't we ever
it'll get
man?
it for like a month or something.
Surely, yeah. They would sell out a night at least.
They would sell out. Yeah, they'd sell out every
More. Yeah.
little Adelaide theatre. Jesus.
Yeah.
The one in Nord.
We're a little place.
But no, yeah, it was a really fun time, and Harry Styles is very good as well.
That's
But-
right. How Harry Styles is killing it, isn't he?
I've caught up on TV shows and the like. I haven't seen the new movies yet, so I would actually like to start with that because you guys went and saw a new movie.
I've seen multiple new movies, but we'll start with one that
Multiple-
Michael and I
multiple.
saw.
You knew?
You knew.
Okay.
Michael
I
and
only know
I
about one. So.
last
We saw two very fine-looking men on screen,
it was our reflection
and that's
on
all.
the screen.
That's all we need to say. That's all I need to
was
say.
it was just Alex and Michael recording last week's episode of MMT.
That's what it
Yeah.
was. No, obviously last week Creed 3 came out. This is anyone could guess it. It's the third Creed film.
Is it?
I
Well-
wouldn't have thought, but
This takes place 7 years after Creed 2. So a bit of a
That's a
time jump.
significant time jump.
But Creed 2 came out in 2018. So it's only like Creed 2 is 5 years old, which is crazy.
True. Yeah, it's
Um,
not incredibly far off. Hey.
And this one's about, this is the first film in the Rocky universe with no Stallone at all. No Rock.
Wow.
Rock not in it. Black. he's
Dwayne the
gone.
Rock Johnson suddenly appears in the middle
Yeah,
of the film.
Rock ain't in the film.
Mm.
Neither is Rocky.
he's named literally once.
His
I
name
reckon.
dropped once.
Yeah.
And it's mainly because there's bad blood between Stallone and then the creator of not the creator, the producer of the film, who owns the
Yeah.
rights to Rocky. Even though Stallone wrote and directed and produced the first film, he does not own the rights. That's a big issue that he
Yeah,
has.
it's always weird.
Yeah, and it's like the
things
owner
like
and his
that.
sons are being real. Like the dude that owns the
Yeah.
right and his sons are being real shitty.
So
or whatever.
Stallone's come out and said, "I'm not going to watch Creed 3 ever," and yeah. So that's
sad
sad,
for Michael B.
but
Jordan.
Yeah, he came out in support of Michael B. Jordan. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to support the other dudes.
Fair enough.
So this is the first film where it's really just Creed on his own, and I thought it holds. We just got a solo Creed film, and it holds up extremely well.
Michael B. Jordan holds himself up. Like we knew he was good in this role.
And he directs, and he's
Yeah, he
directorial
directed
debut.
Yeah.
this one?
For his debut film, I thought he did pretty well.
I thought he did. His take on the fight scenes were quite interesting, especially the final fight scene, where he displays it in a much more, I don't know how to explain it. Much more.
I saw a
anime.
lot of
He
headlines
was
going
inspired
around,
a lot
he's
by
really
anime.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because you can. There's like he has shots where it's like just like close-ups of like just the eyes sort of thing, like on screen. Like it sort of pans across one, pans across the other.
Oh, that's fun.
So you can sort of see where it comes from, I guess. But like I read that after that he was
Yeah.
inspired by
Yeah.
anime.
yeah, so I thought he did extremely well with those scenes. I thought it was a very well-paced film. It's just under 2 hours, which is beautiful. The shortest Creed film.
Nice.
Um,
Perfect.
Jonathan Majors is freaking
Oof.
my god.
What a man.
This is Jonathan Major's year.
It's a major year for him. Haha.
It is.
Yeah, no, he scares me. Because he is a very fit man.
Yeah, he's
who-
very fit.
He
Like
looks like he has
there's-
about
they've
1%
been
body
sharing
fat.
the like videos of like, oh, this is Jonathan Major's workout routine for Creed with his personal trainer, and you look at the video and you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's a human.
He scares me.
What?
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan does look a bit old in this. They cut
He's
back
looking
to like
old.
some of the other ones where he's got like baby face Michael B. Jordan. Now he's got like a beard going on and he's showing some age.
But it works well
Yeah.
because the whole point of this one is that he is, even though they make mention multiple times that the actual character of Dame, which is Jonathan Majors, is older than Michael B. Jordan. That's the point of the film. The whole point of the film is that Dame, he was a friend of Michael B. Jordan's, almost like a brother when they were younger. They both got in a situation, and Dame got arrested, whereas Adonis didn't. And now, after 18 years in prison, Dame basically comes to Adonis and says, "I want my shot."
Yeah,
And
because you
then-
took it.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the basic.
Let everyone
premise.
watch it and then they can.
It's not the most complicated plot in the world, but hey,
No, it's
you
not.
don't
It's
need
not.
it.
This, look, especially for a boxing film, it's not breaking any new grounds.
Yeah.
It's it's almost would say cliche, but it's done very well, which makes it very entertaining, and it makes it another good entry into the Creed franchise.
Excellent.
But-
we get a fair bit of sauce.
We
in
got
it
some
too.
sauce. The movie had some sauce. Not as much sauce as Creed 1. Creed 1 is covered with the sauce.
Yeah, Creed 1
I
was
made mention in the group
phenomenal.
chat last night because I was thinking about it, and I realized that Stallone did not win Best Supporting Actor in Creed 1, and it was that Mark Rylance guy
Right.
from Bridge of Spies, and I was like, I bet you Chris has seen Bridge of Spies. And
Look, that was quite a weird message. I saw it just like pop up. I'm like, what are you?
Yeah.
on
it also
about?
didn't
There's
help that I
definitely-
wrote bear instead of beat.
There is definitely not one notable performance in Bridge of Spies.
So he won. The spy from the Bridge of Spies won, and
Wow.
whatever, it is what it is. But Stallone broke my heart in that film,
Yeah, done dirty.
and it's fine. It's fine. It's that scene when he's in the locker and he's trying to tell Adonis why he's not going to fight cancer. He's like, if I could take everything that was good in my life and put it in a bowl or something and go here, I would take one more day of my wife. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, Creed 3, fantastic. 4 out of 5 I gave it, on par with Creed 2. And yeah, Creed 1's a 5. Like it's
Creed 1's excellent.
I think you said it to me, Choppy. If it came out like a year later, Best Picture
of Creed.
like
If
such
Creed
as
came out this year, it would be nominated at least for Best Picture.
yeah.
What was Best Picture in that year?
It was 2015.
So it'd be 2016 Oscars.
16. It was a very stacked year. That's all I think.
Speaking of which, as well, aren't the awards next week?
Then Monday.
Yes.
Yes, coming up.
So next
Under a
week,
week.
not only will we be talking about them on the show on the Tuesday, I believe we're all catching up and watching them together.
Yeah,
That's still happening.
I believe so.
We day
I'm
drinking.
We're certainly going to try.
Let's just talk about this though quickly. So 2016 was a big year. Listen to these actors in best leading role. We've moved on. We'll talk about it. We'll get back to it. Leading role, DiCaprio he won for The Revenant. But you also had Matt Damon for The Martian, and Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs in there.
Okay.
Actor in supporting role, it was Stallone, Tom Hardy, Christian Bale, Mark Ruffalo, and Mark Rylance. And Mark Rylance won.
Jesus.
It was Bale for Big Short, Hardy from The Revenant, Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight, and Stallone for Creed.
They all got shafted. Like any of those options, like.
And who won?
Than
Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
Okay.
Brie Larson won for Maroon. Yeah, no, it was. Where's Best Picture? I know what won Best Picture already. This was the year that Spotlight won, which was the one about them reporting on the priest doing the naughty.
Yes.
Yes. That was
Which
a good
is
film.
Great.
They added that one to Netflix recently.
Yeah,
I actually watched that.
Yeah, it's real good. I love that film.
Very good.
But also nominated was Room, The Revenant, The Martian, Mad Max Fury Road. Oh, this is the year Mad Max kind of just went and took all the awards.
Yeah. Anything editing or special effects related.
Mad Max won.
Yeah.
But didn't win any of the big ones. Yeah. But is everyone ready this year just to watch Everything Everywhere, take it all? Because that's what's happening.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
hey.
Is taking everything.
No, I've been rewatching something actually. All Quiet, which I know none of you have seen. This is going to take some, surely.
This will take some techies.
Come on.
It will take some techies. It'll probably take best foreign film.
This is the anti-war film of the century. And you're out here watching Top Gun and cheering for the imperialist navy.
In an ideal world, Top Gun Maverick would win Best Picture for me. Yes.
See?
I'll say it.
Do you see this shrill?
By the American Army.
American Army.
If I could put money on anything winning and it would happen, it'd be Top Gun Maverick, of course. That movie's incredible and it saves cinema.
But All Quiet will get All Quiet on the Western Front will get Best Foreign Film for sure. Obviously.
100%. Only because the real Best Foreign Film wasn't nominated, and that was Decision to Leave. People should watch that because that's a great movie. It didn't get nominated.
What language is that in?
Alex, I thought you were going to say that the best foreign film should be the Spanish dub of Top Gun Maverick.
Something like that.
That would have been a joke, and that would have been funny.
This is the French version.
Yeah. Decision to Leave is Korean.
Okay. I don't know about that one.
I thought you said, don't know about that one.
Yeah, never heard of it. Korea.
Just because we're talking about like foreign films and stuff like that. Have you guys seen the new show on Netflix that people are loving?
The
Physical 100.
The Physical One, yeah. I was at someone's house and they were watching an episode of it.
It's apparently just 100 really fit, healthy people all complimenting each other while doing a competition.
Okay.
And there's
it's
one
incredibly
white guy.
Positive.
They're all Korean. Most of them are Korean or Asian, just from some Asian descent. Then just one white man.
I thought it was just some bodybuilding like contest thing. I've seen like that
No.
little title cards pop up, and I've just like promptly just scrolled right
No,
past
it's apparently it's closer to like if like Ninja Warrior was like all done at the same time, and if
Okay.
it was incredibly wholesome and positive.
Right. Okay.
And they
yeah,
are
it's-
competing.
that
It's
is-
not like a social
That is not a
experiment.
show
No,
I
they're-
thought would
they're
be
competing.
wholesome.
But like they're also apparently like walking up to each other and being like, "Dude, your body is so tight." Like,
Bro,
Okay,
I
so
fuck
they're
you.
all just gym bros. Every single
it's like the
person.
most
yeah,
positive
yeah.
gym
They just
environment
found the
ever.
most humble gym bro.
Everybody's like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
I know I'm trying to beat you, but nice pecs."
There's a lot of
yeah, I
women in
think,
it
like,
too, though.
one
It's
of
not
them-
just men.
One of them in there is like I think he's an MMA fighter and his nickname is Sexy Yama. And because he's just like this old, incredibly fit dude, and like he used to do MMA or something. I don't know. Ross at work was talking about it. And like you look up a photo of this dude and you're like, holy shit, is he fit? But yeah, it's
Interesting.
apparently very wholesome. I'm hearing very good things about it.
God is fit.
Um,
Yeah.
Anyway, what other new thing did you watch?
I watched the sequel to the 2018 film Searching. Do you remember Searching? Where it was the one that
Yeah.
take
The
place.
Zoom one?
No.
It was the
not
one that was
Zoom,
all on the screen.
It's one that's all on the
Yeah.
computer screen.
Oh, I think my parents were watching this. This is the ISIS
Who was the main actor
investigatory
in that?
thing. No,
No,
it doesn't involve ISIS.
nope.
No.
I would hope
Okay.
not.
Can't say it does.
Never mind.
This is the one where it's got Harold from Harold and Kumar. John Cho is his real
Yes.
name. And his daughter goes missing, and it's the whole film takes place on his computer screen.
Okay.
And,
I
him-
didn't watch it, but I remember hearing about it.
Yeah. That one is very. It's fantastic. People should watch that. It's the best that genre's ever done. It's like the best that they will ever get in terms of like that type of film and how they want to display it and do it.
Mm.
Missing is almost just as good. It's very high up there. I really enjoyed a lot about Missing. The thing I enjoyed the most about Missing was how unpredictable it was. Because obviously there's like a point where you're like, it's got to be like, what's happening here? Searching's about a father looking for his daughter, and Missing's about a daughter looking for her mother who goes on a holiday with her boyfriend, and they go missing.
Okay.
So that's this aspect of it, and it stars Storm Reed, who played, what's her name from last week's episode of The Last of Us? Ellie's love interest, last episode of The Last of Us.
Oh, Riley.
Riley. So
Riley.
it stars her. She plays the main character in Missing.
Oh.
And the best thing about this film was how unpredictable it was. It had me guessing it was someone, and it had me going, no, that person's grey, and then later on I was like, maybe it is that person. And I did not once guess the ending coming, which was great, and I've read online that a lot of people didn't guess it coming. The only thing that puts Searching above is that Searching, the opening sequence to Searching has emotional levels that compete with Up, and that's not fair, because the opening of Searching, because the whole point of Searching is like it's like the daughter and the father, and obviously the mum passed away a few years ago, and the opening we see their life displayed on the mum uploading photos and organizing
God.
everything on her computer. It's heartbreaking. It's like it competes with Up with how like devastating it is.
Yeah, Up destroyed me as a child.
Yeah, Searching would destroy you as an adult, Chris.
Okay.
But yeah, both are great. Searching's like a 4.5 out of 5 for me, and Missing's a 4 out of 5.
Damn.
Really
Sorry,
enjoyed
they're both set on the computer screen?
Yeah.
That's just one of them. Yeah.
both of them are. I came out of Missing going, why do they always use Mac? And then my friend goes, because Mac have FaceTime, and I went, that's why. That's why. You don't have someone with their
Pulling up Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams to do stuff. Yeah, so
And if you'd like to watch a movie that's on a computer screen about ISIS, it's called Profile. Does exist.
it does exist.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Confusion was valid.
I love how now you can go back and listen to the last 2 minutes of the show and just know that Chris being quiet is Chris quietly searching away trying to find this.
I know there was a movie about ISIS. I didn't dream it.
Is that one also set on a Mac?
I don't know.
It's a Linux-based system.
Ooh,
Yeah, of course.
these are
Yeah.
Linux. Nice. Ubuntu.
It was all shot on a
Ubuntu?
Steam Deck.
I think it is on
Ooh.
Mac actually. Yeah, it definitely was on Mac.
Yeah, apparently
Oh,
Mac's
nice.
just the
I
way to
remember
go. I guess,
it
for
was
these
the old
things.
Mac bar across the bottom, and it was like really. I was getting nostalgia from primary school.
My
They
favorite
do
part.
that thing where in movies where bad guys can't use iPhones. So when they actually cut to the computers in ISIS, they're all using Windows-based systems.
My favorite
Of
part
course.
of Missing is that there's a joke about 2FA, two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
With the photos, you got to like choose which one's got the bus in it, and it's like the
Yep.
thing
Yeah.
where like the bus is slowly over the line, and she's like, "Yes,
Like hesitates.
yeah."
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
a good joke.
that's some relatable humor right there.
Yeah. Everyone go watch Missing, and then go watch Searching. Searching's great.
It is
I
great.
am.
I have not watched
I am
that movie in a while.
shocked that these computer screen movies. What will they think of next?
Well, yeah, there was a couple bad ones for a few years there. The Unfriended movies suck.
Yeah, I think when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
the thing is they also switched genres from horror and they magically got better.
Yeah, they went, hey, let's just make it like a crime drama thriller.
From what I was just googling away, this profile one is involved with the people that made Unfriended.
Ooh,
So
So,
it's not based on a true story.
interesting.
Is it based on a true story or not?
It is
Okay.
based on a true story.
When
But
does
you know
the
they've
demon come
swapped from horror to real world horrors.
hmm.
Horror of a different kind.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this Last of Us episode.
Man, Last of
Holy
Us.
shit!
So, as someone who played the game, we knew this was coming. Well,
Yeah,
I
you knew
this
winter
coming.
was coming, and it wasn't good.
And-
We knew there was going to be killings in the snow.
We knew there was going to be snow cannibals.
Mhm.
And Chris, you haven't watched it, have you?
I haven't, but
Okay.
I played the games. You can't really spoil it, I guess.
They do change one thing up a little bit.
Yeah,
So what I liked about the cannibal realization, or what do we call it, reveal,
Yep.
was that the whole town doesn't know that they're cannibals.
Nice.
It's
And-
just, they all think they're having
Love it.
They
Soylent
all think they're
Green
eating
style.
what's it called? What do they call it?
Soylent Green.
Venison.
They have a name. Like
They all think they're
What is
eating
it?
venison, which is like game, like just meat that
yeah,
they
game
hunt.
meat. Yeah, it's deer. Yeah.
yeah.
So they all think they're eating venison, whereas they're eating people.
Mm.
Okay, so my
Venison
favorite
is
part.
people.
My favorite part about Soylent Green.
It's people.
My favorite thing about this episode, like that section of this episode, was so they were having the whole encounter with Ellie with the deer and everything, and the trading for medicine, and then they cut back to the town, and the guy comes out with the cut up
And
meat.
then the next shot is them bringing the
And-
deer into the shed.
and
That's
And
great.
so he said it's venison, and then they brought the deer in, and then my dad just went, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, because they bring in
Because
the meat
it
and they
had
go,
connected that-
here's your new meat. And then they're just
How
like,
did
haven't
they?
even
How did
chopped
they
up
have
the deer
venison before the deer came?
yet. Yeah.
And yeah, he just made this connection. He was like, "Oh no, this is not good."
Yeah. So,
It's very well done.
did you know about any of this, Michael?
Nah.
Yeah, Braden, did you? Because you watched the first game.
I watched it. I got
You didn't
too
play it.
difficult and scary for me.
You didn't play it. You
No.
watched it.
I sort of I figured it out when Ellie figures it out when you see
Oh,
the
the ear?
ear and
Yeah, that's
finger on the ground, and I
pretty,
was like,
pretty big.
"Hold on a sec."
That doesn't add up here.
Hmm.
Are they eating
Hold on a
venison?
sec.
Why is there an ear on the floor? What's that ear there?
Hold on a second. I don't remember this in the Bible.
But no,
I got a shout out to Troy Baker coming out
Right.
here
Playing James.
and getting absolutely annihilated. It was
Yep,
excellent.
just like he did in the game.
Oh.
This is probably the most faithful.
It's really
Who is
faithful.
Troy
wait,
Baker?
so hold on a sec.
He's
Even
Joel
with
in the
that
game.
really, really heavy moment, that's in the game too.
Which one? The really, really heavy moment.
Well, when he tries to rape her.
Yeah. In the game.
Ah, cool.
It's actually creepier in the show though. In the show, he
Yeah,
goes
they
fight
made it worse in the show.
In the show, he says
Okay.
fighting, like the fighting's my favorite part.
Yeah,
He
Ooh.
doesn't say that in the game.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
They
it's
made it
such
really
a-
fucked up.
Like it was just such a heavy, like in already like a bit of a brutal episode. It's just such a like, especially in that last like 5-ish minutes. It's just such a like a heavy thing to like throw in there.
Yeah.
And then she just absolutely mashes him.
Oh, she got him.
Now, Because I haven't seen it, is Ellie's kill count go up a few times in this episode?
Yeah.
Two times.
Yeah,
Two?
like
Okay,
two.
that's reasonable.
But one of them probably could count for 5.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Uh,
by the game standards, she would be on a few hundred just on that level alone.
Because in the game, a lot of it's her sneaking around the town and just like stealth killing
Yeah,
people.
just killing everybody.
I love how they like sort of pay homage to those types of moments though as well. Like they really like capture that moment where like you're having to sneak around and like avoid being seen by him.
The
Yeah.
Joel interrogation scene is it's word
Ooh.
for word, shot for shot, the game.
And also
Really?
just like that kneecap.
The
Just
kneecap,
the
and then
grossest thing in the world. My
and then
dad
him
and I
just-
just almost throwing up.
him just walking over to the guy and being like, "Nah, I believe him," and just
It
Yeah.
just
fucking
absolutely
bombs him.
ends him.
Whoa.
Sent him to
It
horny
was-
jail.
Like, this show is something. And, like,
So
it's
good.
making me want to go, like, I really want to finish the game.
Hey, they're on par, man. There's not like they're doing
But-
things different, but the things that they're doing different work just as much.
Yeah,
And it's just,
The guy that
yeah.
played David, well done.
Yeah,
Mm.
and like a lot of pressure on that, and they really like took it, like really matched it, but also gave it its own
Well,
flavor.
we spend time with David leading the town, which is not something we get in the
Yeah.
game.
You get to watch him slap a kid.
You gotta
in
watch
the
him
name
slap
of
some
God.
bitches. Whereas in the game, he kind of is introduced in the scene where Ellie shoots the deer, and they're kind of looking at that deer, and that's kind of, and we learn to meet David when clickers attack him and Ellie, which isn't in the show.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, this is the best episode so far without like it's I don't even know.
This show
show's
just
so
gets
freaking good.
better and better
Oh, we wait till
by
next
the
week.
episode.
The
Yeah,
last
week's
episode
gonna
next
be
week.
Insane.
But because you weren't here last week, Brayden, what did you
Mm.
think of the whole?
Oh, I thought they
Left
did
Behind
such a good
episode.
job with it.
Did you hear people got
left-
mad? They
Oh,
made The
why
Last
did
of Us
people get
gay.
mad?
They made The Last of Us gay. But The Last of
Oh
Us was
no,
already
they
gay.
made The Last of Us
But
gay.
The Last
really?
of Us was
Oh,
already
no.
gay.
Fuck, it was so gay already. Jesus Christ! I
No,
hate when people
the,
are
um,
dumbasses
Last
like
week's
that.
episode, which I thought was one of the best,
Yeah,
is the lowest rated at a
Oh
7.4.
my god, people are stupid. It was excellent. It was so good. The chemistry between those two was so good. Like
think-
Bella Ramsey just knocks it out the park.
yeah. I said that last week, and I think again she's just proved it. Like each episode, she proves how great she is. But like, I feel like last week and this week is just like she's absolutely showcased her talent.
Yeah, they're just
This girl can
they're
act.
really showing why they need to be in more things now.
And then we got the moment that breaks everyone's heart, which is the baby girl moment at the end, because that's what he calls his daughter.
Oh,
And
he just accidentally sort of lets it slip.
she's
It's just like,
fantastic.
Full
She's incredible. By the way, in that moment when he embraces her.
Yeah, she's so shook and panicking, and then just relieved and lets everything out. It's beautiful.
I am excited for this episode.
Oh, Chris, you're in for a
Yeah. Because I know, what Ellie would have just murdered someone pretty brutally then. Yep.
For vegans, not a fun episode. I'll warn the vegans out there. You do just sort of stare
PSA.
into the eyes of a dead deer for a while.
Okay.
And some dead people.
And the dead people are pretty gross too. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, man, we again we knew how tough the winter chapter was gonna be. And they took it in their stride and just absolutely nailed it.
These winter episodes have probably been my favorite.
Ugh, they've just been so good.
I can't get over that Joel interrogation scene. The fact that they just did it. Like,
Yeah. They're just spot on word. Like it lines up so well. It's so good.
yeah, this
Um,
show's continually to be great.
Yep. Very much looking forward to them continuing on.
So it's
from-
next week final episode of the
That's
season.
it. Get ready. Get ready.
Well, I'm
Get ready
ready.
for
The big-
like the mainstream audience to be like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah, get ready for people to be pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then get ready for
Sweet.
season 2 where people will get pissed off again.
People get even more pissed off.
I
They
don't know.
get more
Yeah, 'cause
pissed off because gay.
Like
Oh,
with the
no, you've got way more coming than that.
Okay.
with the last episode, because when you're playing the game as Joel and you find out the truth about the vaccine,
Yeah, the ending.
it was very personal for me. I was gonna save her, like, and I wonder if that will carry across to people watching the show. If they're or they will be shocked of Joel's actions.
I remember hearing people when The Last of Us originally came out, and they were talking about the ending of it. Like a lot of people were like almost treating the game like because it had been like cutscene driven and like watching a movie. It had a
Yeah.
very particular plot the whole time. They thought at the end there they were getting a choice on whether or
Okay.
not to do it, and then
Mike was
when
like, "What's happening?"
you die and it takes you back to the checkpoint, like, no, you have to do it. This is the story of the game. Like a lot of people were really shook by that.
I just want
I'm
to.
so surprised by that.
I don't want any more information. I just want to
know,
go
I'm
into
trying
next
not to
week
spoil it
with
for Michael.
Without saying anything
nothing.
new. I am so surprised that people were shook by that moment. Because as playing as Joel, I was like, no way, guys, that's not happening.
Doing
And it was all my passion. Like that was the best level of the whole game. Like it was driven. So I hope that carries across, and we're all with Joel.
I think we all agree that Last of Us is a zinger and not, in fact, a whopper.
Yep.
Oh, it is
Zinger. It's a zinger box. It's a zinger box.
It's a zinger stacker.
It's a zinger stacker.
It's a zinger stacker with a maxi popcorn chicken on the side.
Some wicked wings.
Yeah, wicked
Wicked
wings.
wings. We'll see if it's got the supercharge next week.
God damn.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
While we're on it, I did see a post pop up today, and it's Bella Ramsey just buying herself a used like little red Fiat 500.
Oh hell
That's all
yeah!
it is. And the dude that sold it to her has just got the biggest grin on his face.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
But she just went to some like used car lot, like obviously near where she lives.
Yeah.
And it's just like bought this shitty little Fiat.
God,
and like
I
all the
love that.
like and the comments just praising her. It's like she could have probably gone and bought some fucking souped up car. She bought a Fiat 500.
Good on him.
It was so funny.
That's so fun. God damn.
Wholesome content.
Guys.
Well, there was also another Pedro Pascal show that has started up again this week.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it.
Haven't you?
Nah.
I did.
Let me tell you, you're not really missing out on it.
Okay, I've heard from someone else who said it wasn't good either.
It's very nothing.
All right, Brayden, because I've watched the episode. I haven't watched the Mandalorian episodes of Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, what are you doing?
So you're confused as fuck?
A, I was confused as fuck, and B, I just completely forgot that there was those episodes.
Yeah,
so I will need to go back and watch those.
People like Mandalorian, they're not liking this show. Let's give them more Mandalorian.
Yeah. So for the start of this episode, start of this season, you would have been watching that opening scene, which is so disconnected and unrelated to anything, and is purely there to have a big CGI action scene.
Yeah.
And
so
then
to be fair, my one thing was
where the fuck did he get this ship? What's this ship?
Yeah, pretty much. Why has he got a Naboo fucking starfighter?
That happened in the Book of Boba Fett. I assumed you got the Naboo starfighter in.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm so glad to hear.
And then
because this must be the experience for quite a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
not everyone went and watched Book of Boba Fett, but people watched Mandalorian.
Outside of that, I think regardless of that, just nothing really happened. We sort of just strolled around and talked, and then there was a little bit of a pew pew.
Yeah, and even that was pretty like
I have to say
there was no reason for it.
I know. It's just the
Nothing
CGI,
was pushing the plot
the costumes of these pirates did not look good at all.
And then we see
the captain, and it's even worse.
I can't tell if it's practical or CG. It's just
they all look practical, but they just look so bad.
Do I need to look it up?
Good. And I will say, not really sure how I'm feeling on the whole idea of this is a slight spoiler for an episode that doesn't really do anything. They're trying to bring IG back.
Oh, Is that the
Yeah,
motivation?
robot.
Because
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, what if we bring Taika Waititi back? Everyone likes Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
It's like,
They-
oh, he had a
that
really
is-
good character arc.
That's sort of the main. Like he goes on one quest. He like it starts out. He gets his quest, and now he's going on a side quest
Yeah.
to fix
Yeah,
the
he's
robot.
like, this is my quest. To go on that quest, I have to go and do this side quest.
Because he
so that
can't
I
live
can-
without the robot. That is the whole point.
Yeah, it's
You can't live without the droid.
Who can't live without the droid?
Mando.
he needs the
He
droid
did
to
a whole
help him on
season
his
without it.
quest.
Did the whole season without the droid.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
now he's like, hey, I need the droid.
Yeah, practically
And-
this season's just a callback to season 1, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not really anything.
It's not much.
So it ends
I
with
will
Bo-Katan
give it
from
the
Throne.
time of day, but I'm not expecting anything.
I mean, yeah, you never know. Like,
Oh,
episode
Barbie
2
Freak's
could
in it?
be an absolute zinger, but this episode was just really a whole
Not it.
nothing burger.
But to be fair, it is sort of reminding me of. It's giving me the Kenobi vibes, where episode 1 wasn't like much. So we're
what
just
monster am I
hoping
looking
that those dudes.
at? Who's the
There's
real
those
bad
dudes
one?
who are now all dead.
Who's the really bad
Um,
one? The one that you said looked real bad.
Oh, you go.
Oh,
You
you need to
skip.
go towards the end. Towards
Go
the end,
towards the
you'll see a
end.
green face. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, around there.
Right there.
Yeah, there he is.
That's
Look at this lad. He looks like he's straight out of Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed.
you got a warthog too.
What?
Look. They just
Look at him.
how in 2023 are we still looking like that in
Yeah.
Star Wars?
And Barbie
It's
Freaks
so-
in it. I guess that
And
happened.
yes, yeah, the Babu Frick race makes another appearance.
Oh,
I
it's
do
not Babu
at least
Frick?
appreciate how
it-
the Mandalorian really touches every corner and every era.
Is it
of
not
Star
Barbie
Wars.
Freak?
No, it's race.
Ah,
But yeah, I do appreciate that they are like bringing everything back
yeah.
in some regard, like the Naboo starfighter and the dinky little droids who helped with the pit stops and Babu Frick's race and all this crap. Like,
Oh, we also
I like
got
that they touch everything, but
the-
like,
Brayden, the things that were in the tree, and they're from like Jabba's palace. Or
oh
something.
yeah, like the Salacious Crumb monkey thing.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but yeah, the Salacious Crumb race.
I think
where
people
they're
just call them Salacious Crumb Race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crumb boys.
Crumb boys.
Crumb Boys.
Crumb.
The Crumb Boys were back at it again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where this is going. Like, it could end up being fucking badass and really cool,
Yeah.
or it could end up really just trying to give people cute shots of Grogu to make gifts out of.
Yeah. Look, I think Mando season 1 was just such a, in terms of Star Wars,
Out of
Was a-
nowhere.
it was out of nowhere, a breath of fresh air, and just different to everything. And now we're just like slightly just doing more and more fan service. Like we've already had
Yeah.
Luke appear, and it's sort of like it's going away from what I liked.
Yeah. It feels like it's kind of trying to claw back to that, like, hey, what if it's just Lone Wolf and Cub, the adventures of Mando or Din Djarin and Grogu
Oh,
Like-
yeah, he's not Mando anymore.
doing quests. Yeah, because there's other Mandalorians. I am interested to see what happens with Bo-Katan and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen in this season, and I hope it gets better from here.
Mhm.
Pedro Pascal deserves better.
Tell
But
you what I've
also,
been
I
watching.
mean, he's pretty set for a while.
he's pretty
so-
good, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
like,
the world's in love with him right now, like to the utmost degree. So
guess what?
the best.
I've been watching an old fan favorite, and Michael's been. I'm not sure how far he's made it into it now. Rewatching it.
Not quite far. A few episodes will be watched after podcast.
Okay. Well, I have finished both seasons of Ted Lasso because the new season comes out.
Oh.
Comes
and-
out just over a week, pretty much.
Comes out, yep, on the 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
So-
so much new stuff coming out. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So, guys, Braden, you haven't watched Ted Lasso, have you?
I haven't.
I'm
It's got-
forcing Gemma to watch it with me,
Braden,
but I
it's
have
got the
very much
sauce.
disclosed if this rewatch takes us too long, I am going ahead, watching everything, and we'll come back to watch with her.
Braden, it's
I
got the
will-
sauce. It's covered in the sauce.
Okay, I will
It's-
add it to Mikhail and I have an active
No,
watch
this
list
needs to go
going
up to the
on
top.
of things. Yeah, of things
does.
to watch and things we're currently watching. We finally knocked off the ending of DuckTales,
There
so
you go.
that's off the list.
So we don't have
but
to hear
I'll-
about DuckTales.
No, well, hey, DuckTales. It's a fucking great show. Everyone should go watch it. That's all you
Cool,
need to
done.
know. We're
Done.
almost finished with Phineas and Ferb, but that's also about to get a new season, so that'll live there for a while.
They're still making that,
Well, no, it stopped.
and now they're
And
coming back.
They did a movie, and then it
Yeah.
stopped again, and now they're like, "Hey, new season, everyone." So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
But,
But yeah, I'll add Ted Lasso too.
So,
Yeah.
Chris, I mean,
Gemma
you're
got
the
on
Ted-
board because there was sauce in the very first episode. She didn't want to admit, because when I pitched it to her the first time I watched it, I was like, it's about an American football coach that goes and coaches soccer. And she's like, no,
Wow,
don't
way
want
to
to watch
sell
it.
it.
Well, that's all I knew at the point, because I hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, 'cause
And then
you
I was
hadn't
like,
watched it, okay.
I was like, Gemma, you're gonna watch this with me. I was like, you can at least watch one episode. And she's like, fine. And then it finished, and I turned to her, and she just didn't want to admit that she was actually interested.
It's incredible. It's
incredible.
It'd be in the top. It'd be in the best shows I've ever watched. I
fantastic.
cried multiple times throughout these seasons.
Season 2 hits hard.
Season two knocks you to the ground, and then you get back up, and then it goes, "Here's another one, bang." Season 2 is like going
That
10
should be a
rounds a
red
day.
card.
So yeah, Chris, you're a Ted Lasso enthusiast.
Yes, of course. Season 3.
Season 3,
Coming
very
up.
excited.
Real excited.
How many times did you cry in season 2?
At least once.
At least once. To me, you have-
Rewatching older episodes and knowing the full backstory makes you cry in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in episode 1 when he's on the phone in the apartment.
Yeah.
Because I know the whole thing. I'm just like, It's just
so
like
sad.
Gemma's. I'm sitting there like, oh no, oh no.
The,
Gemma has no idea what's coming.
Reliving all the moments of season 1 like that.
Be curious, not judgmental is the dartboard sequence.
The
is incredible.
dartboard, yeah.
Jamie Tarr, well done with
Yep.
making what seemingly was going to be the most unlikable character a now fan favorite and giving him one of the best redemptions.
Oh, yeah.
The scene
Yep.
after they play Man City in the locker room's incredible.
Yes.
And it
Your heart's pumping after that.
I get choked up every time
yeah.
when Roy goes to hug him in that scene. And then when they win the game at the end of season 2 and Roy hugs him again. I don't know. I love Roy.
It's full of heart. You watch that first episode, you think you're gonna hate Jamie the whole time. You don't think you're gonna get much out of Roy either.
And they make Keely amazing. Keely's great. They're all great.
It's so well. Everyone does the job well. Like every single cast member is perfect.
Yeah. And Shrinking. People, please watch Shrinking. Shrinking's only getting better
Yes.
on Apple
Need to do
TV.
that.
Mhm.
More people got to watch Shrinking with Harrison Ford and Jason Sudeikis. Not Sudeikis. He's in Ted Lasso. With
Segel.
Jason Segel.
There you go.
Speaking of Jason Segel,
Ooh.
I made people watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall who hadn't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and they came
How'd
to
that
the
go?
agreement that Forgetting Sarah Marshall was one of the greatest comedies of all time. Because it is.
Wow.
Okay.
And
I
the same
still haven't
group of
seen it.
people.
I think I need
You
to
gotta
jump on
watch.
that
You gotta
train.
watch it. It's the best. And then I made the same group of people watch the Truman Show, and there was a few people in the group who didn't even know what it was about, and we kept it that
Oh.
way.
That's cool.
Perfect.
I
Right?
bet it was great for them.
Yeah, and I realized in rewatching the Truman Show, you only get the full revelation of like the backstory
What's
of it
going
all
on? Yeah, the
in
full
the third
reveal.
act. In the beginning of Act 3, where
It just suddenly cuts to like the TV outside of the Truman Show, right?
Yeah, well, it throughout the movie, it randomly for a few seconds cuts to people reacting who are clearly watching
Yeah.
on a TV.
Mm.
But at the third act, it cuts to the people in the control room, and then it cuts to an interview with the creator, basically explaining they've watched him
from
from
the
the first steps.
inception of the show.
Yeah.
You can see the studio from the moon, and then you get that great scene of when they're feeding lines to his best friend, and then
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
best friend's just like,
I haven't watched this movie in so long.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's definitely
so
in need of a
good.
rewatch.
and his best mate's
Even-
just like, Truman, if everyone's in on it, that means I got to be in on it. And you know I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I've been
lie
your
to you.
best friend my entire
And they're
life.
feeding him
Even
the
that
lines.
scene makes me cry almost. Like it's so,
so
the
rough.
level of betrayal is
Yeah.
like unbelievable. Yeah.
And the ending's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's just brilliant. It's
What's-
such a good
It's a
movie.
5 out of 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carrie can act. We all knew it.
Yeah. I wish you would come back and do a bit more of this kind of stuff, but I feel like it was
But hey,
just too far gone.
Sonic 3
Mm.
is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, I don't see you. Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
good
No,
evening, and
good
good
morning.
night.
Good afternoon. Good night.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
There we go.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Truman Show, great. People watch Truman Show.
People watch Truman Show.
People do watch Truman Show.
Live the Truman Show.
What's next on the new movies coming out?
Scream comes out tomorrow night. I'm seeing Scream tomorrow night.
Holy
Scream,
shit.
scream.
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, all night.
Yeah.
All right, maybe let me know what session you're going to. And
I'm going to a packed session.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Salisbury.
Oh,
I
wow.
only got my tickets like later tonight. Like, well, not later tonight.
Ah.
Earlier today. The complete opposite of what I just said.
Yeah.
And we only got them because I randomly looked and I saw that the cinema's almost full.
Damn.
It is a smaller cinema in Salisbury, but I looked at TDP as well, and
Yeah.
TDP's filling up.
Damn. All right. Well,
Fair.
I'll just have to try and make an effort to see it before next week's
Mm.
episode.
And I'll spoil it to you. I'll be like, it's this person.
No, I hope not. Oh my god. Yeah, very much looking forward to that one. Also,
and
I think
Shazam.
65 comes out as well.
65 comes out, and then Shazam we got the Shazam screening next Wednesday.
Next week.
Okay, cool. So
And then is it
Shazam
John
will
Wick the
be
week after?
in 2
John
weeks.
Wick the week after, and then Dungeons and Dragons the week after that, and then Mario the week after that.
Jesus Christ.
Where we
Whoa.
go?
So wait, so this week we've got
Scream and
Scream
65?
and 65.
which I don't
We've
think
got to
I'll be
figure out a
seeing
time
65.
when all of
that's
us can
gonna
go
be
see 65.
honest.
And
And then we've
then
got
the Oscars.
the Oscars, of course. Then we've
So
got
next week's episode will be Scream 65 and the Oscars.
and then we've got
And the Last of Us finale.
the Last of Us finale. Fucking hell, next week's gonna be a
Packed
5
episode.
Next week's gonna be a big episode.
And then what else do we have?
Then Shazam. Then
Shazam.
And Ted
The
Lasso,
next few weeks
and-
of film, it's feeling nice, but also overwhelming.
it is.
It's like, oh, everything's happening at once.
Wait,
Well, it's the fact that we
before
got a
the
new film
movie,
every
before
week.
the movie last week, me and Alex were talking about it, and I was like, and Gemma's gonna think I'm insane
Going to the movies constantly.
so much. Like this is genuinely the most frequently I've been since about 2000, like since pre-COVID.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
It's almost like Tom Cruise says.
he
see
bro,
the
he
movies.
look what happened. Top Gun came out, he saved the movies, and now look at us.
Goddamn. Avatar 2 couldn't release until Top Gun Maverick came out.
Avatar,
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick walked so Avatar 2 could run. All right.
Top Gun Maverick ran so that Avatar 2 could crawl.
Sure.
Avatar
He's
2 made a
could
lot of
swim.
money. Why are we acting like Avatar 2
I
didn't
know.
run to 2
No,
bill?
I know. It ran to the bank is what it did.
Avatar 2 justified Avatar 3 somehow.
Somehow. Jesus.
Yes. In the first 5
Oh.
minutes, and then spent a whole film re-justifying it because they
Um,
decided at the start of Avatar 2 to fight the humans. So then they have
um,
the whole journey, and then they decide.
not taking.
fight the humans.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute you because we're not listening to any Avatar 2 slang.
yeah.
Because Avatar 2 is
Yes.
great.
Moving
you
on.
You only just get those sticks out your ass.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for episode 194 of MMT Millennial Movie Talk. If you enjoy the show, why don't you subscribe over on the YouTube and watch the videos there and leave a
no, I'm
comment,
too
and
full.
like, and all that.
I'm so. full
Or
of
maybe
YouTube.
on your podcast of choice, follow and subscribe to it there and leave a review if you can. Please leave a review. It'd be nice over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff. That'd be great. You can follow us on your social media of choice, probably Instagram. You can add Michael on Facebook.
Please, pretty please.
And
It's the year everything gets better. At
And
least one.
you have to
Guys,
tune into
Michael's
episode
got hope.
195 next week because it's going to be nuts.
Packed.
Packed. It's gonna be packed to the rafters. You guys remember that show?
Yeah, we're going to
Yes.
specifically only talk about
Back to the Rafters.
Yeah.
We're actually been like working a rebrand for a while. We're looking at
Yep.
becoming the #1 podcast for you, Back to the Rafters.
Yeah.
Pod
News.
to the Rafters
Yeah.
is what it's going to be
Do
called.
you guys
Pod to the
remember?
Rafters.
Here's our first hit of news. You guys remember last year when they released the sequel series, Back to the Rafters?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No.
Amazing.
Your
Someone's
parents
been
loved it.
waiting
Your
to
parents
release
remember
that for
it.
years.
Bless. Oh, Channel 7, what are you doing? All right. And as always,
I'm Alex,
I'm Braden.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Michael.
and we're out of here. Goodbye, you filthy animals.